I'll get back.
Mr. Vasquez for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Secretary Austin, General Milley, for taking the time to speak with us today. As the representative for New Mexico's 2nd District, I represent White Sands Missile Range and Holloman Air Force Base. These bases are home to some of the most important and strategic research across the country, and they play a vital role in our national security. While service members and support staff work on these installations every day to keep us safe, many of them struggle to afford the basic necessities and to make ends meet. I recently visited Holloman Air Force Base, met with leadership, and was shocked to learn that our service members' basic allowance housing had been decreased by 4%. Holloman was one of only 4 military installations out of the 300 designated military housing areas that received a decrease in benefits. I think that needs to change. At a time when inflation is hurting rural military communities like in Otero County, I don't understand how Holloman received a decrease in housing assistance while the cost of housing has dramatically increased. Secretary Austin, how can the department improve how it calculates the basic housing allowance rate so that those who serve our country, especially in rural areas where in the case of Holloman, we struggle to attract the airmen for our F-16 and now our MQ-9 program, can make ends meet?
Well, again, thank you for your support. It's in my interest to make sure that our families, our troops, have what they need to support themselves, and we owe that to them. As you know, this is done by, we conduct surveys and we compare market, what's going on with the market there, and that's made, those adjustments are made based upon that. I do hope that the pay raise that we're asking you for, 5.2%, in addition to the 4.6% that we provided last year, will provide some relief. But we'll make sure, well, first of all, I'll send somebody by to brief you on exactly how that was computed and what happened. Again, everything that we can do, including reducing the cost of child care, lowering the prices in the commissaries, and those kinds of things, we will continue to work at. As you know, we've driven the prices in the commissaries down to where they should be, 25% discount from what you get out in the outside market. So.
Thank you, Secretary. And that's very important, especially in the recruitment of really important military installations like White Sands and like Holloman, is to incentivize those airmen, those researchers, those engineers, everybody who's part of the defense system to be able to have a good quality of life. Now, leaders at the Holloman also told me that they're facing a shortage right now of over 70 child care workers. In fact, that's about 3/4 of the child care workforce that should be on the base, which is also very troubling. And in fact, they have a brand new empty building that is sitting with dozens of classrooms that have gone unused for several months. What specific steps is the department taking to address the lack of access to child care on our military installations, Secretary?
We provided some incentives to our child care workers. So if you, for example, if you are an employee, your first child, if you want to put your child in a child care center, you get a discount, 50% discount. And some are even providing even more of a discount. But we're looking at additional things we can do to attract additional talent. This is the center of this problem, having enough qualified workforce to meet the demand. And we'll stay after this. So.
Thank you so much, Secretary. And particularly, I'm interested in expanding the in-your-home child care fee assistance pilot program to include rural installations like Holloman Air Force Base. My last question with my remaining time is for General Milley. General, do you believe that the energy resilience and conservation investment program's goal of diversifying our energy sources contributes to mission readiness, creates more resilient installations, and serves as a good use of taxpayer dollars?
As a former commander of several different installations in the Army, I can't speak to the other services, but in the Army, that was, first of all, it's a lot of money. Energy resources for these bases are a lot of money. And anything we can do to conserve energy is saving money. And at the end of the day, it turns out in these budgets. So we can take that money savings and put it towards other things like lethality, readiness, and training. So I do think it's an important initiative.
Thank you so much, both Secretary General, for your service to our country. I yield back, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.